We are Contempo Specialty Packaging. You're watching the Cannabis Packaging Show, and today we're going to share with you Contempo's cycle for packaging success.
The Cannabis Packaging Show is brought to you by Contempo Specialty Packaging.
Welcome to the Cannabis Packaging Show, the world's first cannabis packaging show. This is episode number 18. Episode 17 was an Outside the Box episode live from New York at the CWCB show. Had a great show, had a great time. Great to meet all you guys there who are now watching the Cannabis Packaging Show. How loyal the following we're building.
Well, give a shout out to the good homie Tyler, who came up and wanted to just give us a shout out because she loved the show. We met him in New York. He loves the Cannabis Packaging Show. Shout out to Tyler.
Hey, Ty.
We love him.
Tyler, thank you for watching the show. So, DBES, the acronym. The acronym we just came up with recently to sort of take what we have thought about and make it into a simple formula for you guys to follow. So how do you have packaging that increases your sales? We talk about that. How do you do it like the biggest brands do it? Vark, why don't you show the diagram that we put together and the acronym DBES, and you can explain it or I can explain the meaning behind it.
So it's all about the cycle. You know, when you see good packaging, first, of course, you have to discover it. We have a beautiful diagram of a book there, Discovery. So you discover the packaging, you buy it. Obviously, we know how important packaging is when you're making decisions about buying. So you buy it, purchase it, you enjoy the product, you love it, you love what packaging represents and what it looks like in the brand, and you feel connected to that brand, you build loyalty to it, and then you share that experience after you buy and enjoy. And then once you share, of course, it's up for new people to discover the same process. So it's really about that continuous lifestyle. We try to do it in fashion, constantly building brands and increasing the merchandisability of product. And hopefully this is the life cycle as people start to share. You know about Instagram, you know about YouTube. People have whole channels dedicated towards unboxing, about just sharing that packaging experience. So we really feel strongly about bringing this to the cannabis world.
Beautiful. Now you ultimately need a great product. So some people might say you can just have beautiful packaging, you get discovered, people buy it. But if you don't have a great product, then they won't enjoy it. And if they don't enjoy it, they won't share it. But even more serious of an issue, something that a lot of you guys may face if you're not careful, is that you have a great product, but you never get discovered because you don't get your packaging right. That's why the DBES is so important to understand, and that's why I hope you just took away that wonderful takeaway. And Vark did quite the job. If you keep doing that, you might be on the camera.
The drawings. You'd really be impressed in the video.
People can order his original art.
How much for that? How much do we have to pay people to take that piece of trash? Okay, but it got the job done. Heather, what do you think? Could you have done a better job on the graphics?
That was gorgeous.
Okay, very good.
On the left, those were hands, by the way.
Okay.
Sharing.
Let's get to the news of the day. This is from Canada. Marijuana producers say cannabis branding ban on promotional items will bolster the black market. I've heard this a few times. Let me read a little bit. On June 1st, the Senate adopted a new amendment to Bill C-45, which is still being finalized, that would prohibit the use of cannabis brand elements on promotional items that are not marijuana or marijuana accessories. So we all know Health Canada unveiled its guidelines for cannabis packaging in March, which requires packaging to be in a single uniform color without images or graphics other than the logo and health warning. So Canada's already, I think, as an innovator or sort of a leader in a country going fully rec. They're being conservative in their approach, which I can understand. But the argument being made here, and I've heard a few times, is that the black market has more branding tools available now than the legal market, and will they be able to connect with consumers, especially the youth, major area of concern, better than the legal market? You could argue either way. Something to keep your eyes on. Weak toss, my weakest yet in 18 episodes, but what are you going to do?
Strong show, weak toss.
I'd rather have a strong show and a weak toss than a strong toss. Okay, so let's get to, might be wondering why there's immense amounts of carbs on the table. Please put in the comments below. We did the honey thing last time. People seem to enjoy it. The idea that packaging sells a product. You can know nothing about the product itself, but the packaging makes the decision. Which of these two are you more interested in buying? Which of these two are you more interested in buying? You've got option A. You've got option B. Drop it in the comments below. Talia, does the first person to comment get something? Yes or no? You decide.
Absolutely.
Absolutely? Are they going to say absolutely not? So, what do they receive? They receive a Vark's.
Amazon gift card.
Option 1.
All right, so you can either have an Amazon gift card or Vark's picture of the DBES.
Oh,
Which,
wow.
by the way, in case you forgot.
It's short term. It's going to increase.
All right, we're not asking for much, so a $10 gift card, we'll say,
Good.
Yeah.
or the DBES. A or B, which you like better? Now, the moment you always wait for, the moment where we're going to show you the items of the week. So, do you guys want to do 3 items? You want to just do the 1 item and save others for the next show?
Start with that one, the triangle package.
Okay, so let's show the triangle box. Heather, do you want to bring this up front, just as the official holder? Heather needs to stay very carefully out of the frame. Okay, so this is a box that I think is practical for the cannabis industry, whether it be topicals, whether it be flower, whether a smaller box of this type could hold a disposable vape. Just an interesting way to merchandise your boxes. Of course, you can have any printing finish on this box as well. And what I like about trying this shape of a triangle in particular is for merchandising and the ability to fit a lot of product on the shelf. So the nature of a triangle is that you really waste no space and you can fit more product in a square foot than a square or rectangular box. You've done a great job staying off the camera per your desire request. Okay, so that's the triangle box. We'll save these other 2 boxes for the next show, for a future show. Are there any closing thoughts from our wonderful audience here? Live studio audience.
Amazing show we were at last week. Again, we're really just loving the community. Just a very welcoming, very warm community that I'm super excited because a lot of these guys, big and small, are truly seeing the value that we can bring. And are really, from the conversations we're having, are really starting to understand. Again, I use the term merchandising. Building a brand and merchandising it. Not only just building a cool brand, but showing it in the stores. How is it going to hang? How is it going to sit? How are we going to house your product? So I think all of these guys from big to small are really starting to understand that experience and that process and help to give their customers a true experience where they connect with the brand, they develop the story, and it's just, we're really excited to be in this space. We love you guys. It's a great space. We want to continue to enlighten you guys to the world that we know so well.
Absolutely. So if you're a cannabis brand looking to go mainstream, there's only one company you need to work with. That's Contempo Specialty Packaging. Thanks for watching the Cannabis Packaging Show. The monkey has made its way into the cactus. Thank you for placing that there, Talia. We'll see you guys next week.